Alright, there we go. It looks like it's live now. It does look like it's live. This is me, NiGHT, and I'm doing a charity fundraiser stream. It's not my charity and it's not my fundraiser. You can find more information about the charity. I believe it should be on the side of this stream. I don't actually see it on there. Let me check. Because I'm in the dashboard right now. Maybe it doesn't show up in the dashboard. Give me one moment. Let me search for my own channel here. Okay, there it is. Yeah, it says fundraiser on it, but where is is gonna pick up my own voice again here. There we go. Oh, it's there. Okay, it's there. But yeah, if you want to, I would highly recommend checking that fundraiser out and looking at it. I understand that there's some things you don't want to see in life if there's a tragedy that happens, if there's something that's, you typically don't want to see those things, but the more awareness there is of evil, the less evil there is. So, again, you don't have to donate, but I would recommend donating if you can. Just, if you have some spare cash laying around, some spare material laying around, but you don't have to. Just spreading awareness is just as good as donating. So let me share this stream around before I begin also. Just going to share this here. It's going to take me a little bit. Not too long, though. All right, let me, yeah, there we go. That should be enough notifications, enough link sharing there. I think we're fine. Now, can I see the chat? Okay, I can see the chat. Nice. Just move the window. And let me see if, yeah, everything looks fine to me. Tell me if there's some kind of issues with the stream, any kind of audio issues. I think it looks fine. I think it looks great even. I am playing in I can't even speak. I am playing in low resolution, but that's fine. I'm just gonna go through all the levels, all the stages, and I haven't played this in around, I think it was 5 months or so. Might have been 5 months. I'm gonna be a little bit rusty. It's one of those games where, even though it's one of my favorite games, I just, I do get rusty at it. Same thing with the Soul series. Thought it would be a nice, cozy, nostalgic stream. Nostalgic for other people. I actually started playing this in 2017. And it very quickly became one of my favorite games. It's one of those games I've watched on YouTube when I was younger. And I always wanted it, but I didn't have a Saturn. And then it came out on Steam, which was cool. I think it came out on Steam around 2012 or so. Not exactly too sure. Yeah, my movement is... I am rusty. I am. Oh, by the way, I can never keep up links. No matter how long I play this game, I can't keep the combos going. I don't know how people do that. That's... Like, I've seen videos of world record scores, and it's completely crazy to me. It's Alright, let's head out. Oops, missed one. Missed one of the chips. I think I just missed another one. Wow, I'm bad. Almost paralooped one of those NiGHTopians there. Oops, my bad. Glad that didn't hit me. You know what? I'm gonna head back again. Taking me a little bit to get back into. Oh, give me a sec. There's a message there. I see the message. I'm gonna read it. Hold on. Oop. Gotta do this. I can't even do that right. This game always looks confusing to me whenever I see it. It takes a little bit to get used to. I showed this to Wolfie and he actually got into it immediately. Like he completely learned it instantly. I don't know how he did it. I started noticing that with games that we play together, where he is just, like, it takes me months to get good at a game, but when Wolfie plays it, I think I just paralooped a NiGHTopian, he's good at it naturally, like, instantly. It's crazy to me. It's like when we introduced Nick to RuneScape. Alright, he said he played it when he was younger in 2008. I started playing RuneScape in December 2005, and we introduced Nick recently. Back into RuneScape, I should say, back in. And I forgot, you know what? Why am I doing this when I didn't even go to the idea capsule? Anyway. But he completely blew past us in terms of progress within the first few months. It was crazy. But yeah, if you ever play this game, I think I might have gifted this to you, I'm not sure. It takes a while, because when I first started out, I didn't know about the bonus time to get your score up, so I didn't even have C's on some of the levels, so there's an item in here. I don't know where all the hidden items are. And fun fact, I never even bothered to look up what the power-ups do in here, so I've been playing for all these years. I say all these years, but it was only 2017, like I said. It wasn't that long ago. Yeah, there's power-ups, and they're invisible until you paraloop. This is a paraloop, by the way, when you go around in a circle like this. You can defeat enemies like that, and it uncovers hidden items. Now, I know one of them just completely fills your dash meter, right? I know that's what one of them does, but I don't know what the rest of them do, so... It's quite the mystery to me. It's like, yeah, I know I can just search for it instantly and I'll have my answer, but, you know. It's funny, I don't know about that, but I know about all the cut content in the game and everything. Like, all the unused stuff, the development of the game where, you know, Yuji Naka had the plan of, you know, the game was originally about a bird, I believe it was growing wings or something. Maybe that's why one of the tracks, you know, his name like Growing Wings or something. But fun fact, how I find out about new game series I want to play is stuff like Pop Fiction back in the day, where they had this series on video game myths, urban legends, rumors, and everything. And that's how I find out about new video game series, just looking at the rumors of those games or urban legends and whatnot. That's how I got into Persona as well, the Persona games. I haven't played SMT yet. Any of the SMT games. This is like the worst boss in the game. I don't even know how this works most of the time. I get that you're just supposed to destroy all these. I don't know if there's a faster way to do this. Like, just destroy the ones that he's lighting. Claws here. I love those designs. The background for this stage reminds me of Mischief Makers on the 64. Kind of looks like textures that Rare would make as well, you know, with Banjo-Kazooie and Conker and whatnot. At least this game isn't as confusing as Shenmue. That's a game I've always wanted to get into, is Shenmue. I was gonna buy a copy of it. It's you know, my Dreamcast, they just keep breaking on me. I don't know what the deal is. They're not even as bad as Saturns are with the laser breaking. It's just I don't know. They just keep breaking on me, like factory resetting every time I start the console. I didn't mean to go in there. Oops. I mean, my experience with other Sega consoles are pretty good. And I haven't had... I mean, you know, the Game Gear is like a brick. You know, that thing weighs so much. I barely even picked that thing up as a kid. I haven't had any Genesis consoles break on me. You know, I haven't had any of them break on me. Speaking of consoles, it's not really a console. I'm still looking for a Sonic the Fighters arcade cabinet to buy. Not like I really have anywhere to put it, but that's something I've been looking for still. I've been trying to find one of those. Whoever's gonna sell one of those as well, it's gonna be really expensive, understandably as well. Something I really want too. Sonic the Fighters, Sonic Championship arcade cabinet. You want to own the Genesis, not all the the peripherals. Yeah, that is crazy. That is actually crazy. You have the 32X, you have the Sega CD. What was the there was another one. I think there was even 4 different kinds of peripherals for that. I'm kind of reading the chat, not paying attention right now. My apologies. It is very expensive. I just like to buy that stuff for the sake of preservation and whatnot. That's why I buy a whole bunch of, you know, religious and spiritual antiques as well. Yeah, I want to preserve a whole lot of things. that I feel like, not just random things, but things that I feel connected with, pretty much. Which I was gonna show some of that off eventually, like with the kind of stuff I've been saving. Not everything, because I have this, I guess you could call it some kind of obsession where I don't like showing certain things off. Like that's why someone in my comments was asking me to, oops, my bad, Nighttopian. Someone on the Dark Souls video about the, what was the Pharaoh's Lockstone? Somebody, oh, my bad, where's the, let me get to the palace, quick. That was, go. There we go. I got a bee. Oh, hey, one's fishing. Look at that. What I was saying was someone on the videos wanted me to make a video where, yeah, it's just me in my fursuit. I've only shown my partial, where it's just the headpiece, right? Because, like I said, I have this. Me and Wolfie have this also. It's got this obsession thing where we don't like showing certain things, but it's just really spiritual to me, where I don't want to show off the rest of my suit, my fursuit, so I just show off my head partial. Because, you know, it's a representation of me, so it's just, you know, spiritually. You know, I'm just in my human vessel right now, but, yeah, I don't want to show off, like, certain things in my life, basically, but I can show other things. I was going to get a second suit that I will show off. I've mentioned that a whole bunch as well. I just been saving up money. Let's head down here. Why not? Even though I don't have the chips in the idea capsule. Idea, I don't know. Yeah, this little... I always found that weird. It's some kind of... It looks like a coffin that opens up. Very strange stuff. I'm kind of messing around right now. I'm not gonna go in there again. By the way, if you get crushed inside that, there's some funny animation where knights just get squished and you go around tiny. There's a lot of unused animations in this game also. There's also some really weird stuff in this game, like this car here. You can lead this car into the garage and you get points for it. I forgot where it is. Oh, right there it is. So there's the garage. Let me see if I can lead the car over here. It's there it is. It went in. You only get 1,000 points for it as well. That's it. It is. It is. It's exactly what it is. I have to remember where that capsule is. I just realized I'm out of energy. Wait, what? I'm lost. I just got lost. I am playing terribly right now. My bad. It's funny that I can't find I can't find the idea capsule. Okay, well this is it, I guess. It's not like I was going for score anyway. I don't know how I got an A on that. I have no idea. Here's Gulpo, by the way. Yeah, some bosses you need to save your your energy for, but this one it doesn't really matter too much. My bad. Ah. I don't know how I missed him right there. I don't know how I hit him when he was charging up like that either. That's not supposed to happen. Hello, Carlos. That's, looks like a cat in a box. That's what that is. It's a cute emoji. I haven't seen all the YouTube emojis that they have on there. I thought it was tissues at first as well. Jackal is my favorite character in this game, by the way. I absolutely love Jackal. Just his design, his laugh, is just the stage that he's in. Let me read that. I was overclocking, stability testing my undervolts, and I just saw your YouTube notification. Well, you must have been doing that for like 2 months or something. You know what? Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Hold on. All right, I'm back. But I'm doing all right. How are you doing, Carlos? All right, let's continue. Like, Jackal is a boss that you need a lot of energy for. You have your meter pretty filled, unless you're that good at the game, of course. And you know, you'll fight the bosses in order if you're playing without the there's a boss randomizer option in the settings as well. I should probably point that out. Alright, let me read this. Alright, well, that's good that you're doing alright. I've just been just working on a crazy amount of Souls videos, because those are getting a lot of money on the side, which I kind of need. So, I mean, I don't need it, but it does help. It does help a lot with what I'm doing in real life. Just my projects I'm working on. Just stuff, preserving stuff like I said before as well. How's the stream also? Is the audio fine? Is the video fine? Should I increase the resolution? I'm gonna head back. Again, I'm not going for scores or anything. I'm just having some fun. Just having some fun here. It seemed like everything showed up in those. Kind of weird. It's like, hey, this. I won't get into it. I won't get into it here, but. There was, like, I was gonna say something. I don't remember what I was gonna talk about, though. Don't remember what I was gonna say. I mean, I guess I could just talk about what I've been doing recently. I am still working on that semi-mobile game. It's going pretty well. And I was just working on sprites for it the past few days. And I've been playing RuneScape at the same time, just AFKing stuff. Been praying a whole lot. Meditating, praying. What else? What else? That's what I was trying to think of. I don't think so, to be fair. Are you getting a lot of snow there? That's one thing I can talk about, because it's just been constantly snowing nonstop. It's still going. It's actually in the negatives over here. That's how cold it is. Like, it's an endless snow for the past month, pretty much. I mean to ask. Hello, Ka. 295, hello. You've been extreme. Let me see this. Yeah, if only we all could be so lucky. Which game is your favorite from Software? So this is a hard question. I'm still playing through the Kingsfield games, by the way. One of those might actually be my favorite, but when we're talking about Dark Souls, in specific, or just Soulsborne. We're just talking about Soulsborne. It's sorry to delay that awesome music, by the way. So Dark Souls 2 is more fun, right? A part of me does like Dark Souls 1 more because of how well built it is outside of Lost Izalith. It just seems like there was a whole lot more. I don't know. It's Dark Souls 2 is it's more fun, right? Dark Souls 2 is a much more fun game in my opinion. But Dark Souls 1, it just feels it feels more constructed, all the areas and environments. Like, you don't have giant square rooms most of the time. Sometimes you do. But that's really only like the Gaping Dragon's boss room. You know, Dark Souls 2 is not too great in level design, I think, in my opinion. But I'm gonna have to go with Dark Souls, I think. Oh, my bad. I'm doing so bad at this. By the way, normally I can get him instantly, but still really rusty. Like, you just have to keep waiting by his cape. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Just kind of distracted. Do you like that color, by the way, on the was that like some kind of beach ball? I like the colors on that ball there. I really don't like Bloodborne at all. It's a very good game, right? Okay, Bloodborne is a very good game. I gave it a good 3 playthroughs to 100% complete it. And I can't pick the game back up again. You know, I think the best thing about Bloodborne is just Vicar Amelia. Every time someone asks, you know, what I think about Bloodborne, I just say she is the best part of the game, honestly. She's amazing. Yeah, it does. It definitely does. Also, like you, Carlos, I love you, my husband. I love you so much, more than anything. Yeah, Bloodborne, there's a lack of variety when it comes to, like, weapons because of the switch mechanic, right? I don't like the rally mechanic either. I think that's a bad feature. And it's just rewarding the player for playing poorly, I think. Yeah, like, the lack of armor as well. Like, armor's not the main focus of the game, obviously, but there should be more outfits. And I don't know about you, but I think PvP is also really strange in that. Like, it's kind of busted. Did they remove chat emojis? I mean, you just posted one when you came in, though, unless you mean something else. Oh, you mean like when you're clicking on stuff and it shows like hearts up in the, like, floating. No, it's still on there for me. Oh, wait, no, it's not. Oh, they removed them. Why? Why did they do that? Why did they remove that? That reminds me of when Twitch was removing emotes. Because people were... I'm not going to explain why people were using those, like certain ones for certain situations, but... that was pretty fun. Again, I'm not going for score right now, as you can probably tell, because just playing pretty poorly here. I'm just focusing on the chat. Like I said before, right? Oh, there's a power-up. See, I don't even know what this Nighttopian does, this power-up where the Nighttopian follows you around. It seems like it's kind of like a magnet now that I'm looking at it. I don't know if that's supposed to be a magnet or not. Let's hatch some of these Nighttopian eggs. I would like to bring that up again as well. You know, this is a charity stream. I mentioned this at the beginning, but you can feel free to donate to the charity here. And you can read what the charity is about. I'm not going to explain it here. You can read it yourself. I recommend reading it. Yeah, you can feel free to donate. There's no pressure at all. Just by spreading awareness. Spreading awareness is good enough. You know, just like I said before, that's as good as donating. Because you can bring other people to donate as well. I mentioned in the description, just in case someone accidentally donates to me instead, or they want to donate to me instead, I'm just going to give it back to the charity. So like any and all donations will go to that charity. I'll accept donations off like the when we're not doing a charity. But yeah, like if someone donates to me personally, that's definitely going like after the stream, right? Like when I'm streaming something like RuneScape without any kind of charity going on, so like something like that would go to the preservation, my own preservation collection of stuff that's, you know, I feel like relates to me spiritually. So. I don't mean the arcade cabinet, by the way. I don't mean the arcade cabinet. That's not a spiritual preservation. That's it's just a gaming preservation thing. Nothing spiritual to me about an arcade cabinet. I'm sure there's some people with sentimental value that have sentimental value towards some of that stuff, though. Like video games, they mean a whole lot to me. The ones that I've played in my lifetime, you know, they genuinely helped me grow as a person. The games I grew up with. So in a way, video game preservation is a spiritual thing, you know? It's just at first glance it doesn't seem like it is because, you know. I'm all out of energy. Get off the vent. You're gonna get bent. Just got Jackal again. Oh man. Yeah, you don't want to fight Jackal when you don't have any energy, because, yeah, he's just gonna keep stun locking you. This is so bad. Oh my. Oh my, oh no. Here it is. This is Pennsylvania. We're going to Pennsylvania right now. Yeah, the best thing you can do is just keep raising awareness about that stuff, right? That's, you know, just always document. If you ever see something like that happen, you know, you have to do something, right? You can't just stand there and just watch, you know. You can't, you have to defend nature. You have to defend animals, you know. And I've seen videos before where humans just stand there, right? And they don't, I mean, there's even videos of them doing, like, humans doing that stuff to each other, like nobody intervenes to help, like legally and lawfully help animals or humans. You just stand there. It's atrocious, really. Yeah, they only do that stuff when they're in a cage. You know, that's how cowardly. That's how cowardly these criminals are. These abusers are. That's why they go after the defenseless. That's why they, you know, they can't ever fight somebody one-on-one. They can't do it. And there's something I wanted to talk about. I wasn't going to mention this on stream, but I feel like now's the best time to do it. There was, you know, a situation with a streamer where he supposedly, I don't know, it was something where he supposedly did something multiple times to his dog on stream, right? Now, that was horrid, right? That's absolutely atrocious, and I don't know how he's not in prison. But what I want to talk about that situation is the reactions to it. Not the person himself, but the reactions to it from both of these political sides you have in the United States. I've seen, like, can you call them memes? Right? You know, I've been on the internet for a long time. I was on the B board for a long time. I've seen some messed up stuff. But there's just something about going out in public or on social media and just sharing memes of the dog. You know, like having horrible stuff done to it, like AI generating videos of animal abuse and thinking it's like against the streamer, like saying, oh yeah, this is some like, and they're like laughing about it. I was gonna add something else to that. I forgot what I was gonna say though. It's a shame there was no actual true Night sequel. Instead, we just got, you know, Night's Journey of Dreams, which I'll leave my opinions. I'll leave my opinions out of that, you know. Out of the stream on that game, but it's like a reboot, kind of, you know. Yeah. Whoops, my bad. I have the Mega Man X collection downloaded. I just never opened that up yet. Never played those games. Well, actually, I actually have played one of those. Only for a little bit, though. It was only for a little bit. I found a copy of one of those on the SNES, and I put it in, played it for a little bit, and then just sold it afterwards. Just buy and resell things, you know. I don't know. I don't really have any opinions on it because I didn't even play it for that long. Don't even remember which one it was. Yeah, I never played those games, you know, prior to that point, after that point, so it's a new series to me. Played the classic Mega Man games. I'm really bad at those. Alright, we're doing Christmas nights because it's snowing a whole lot outside, so. I'm really bad at any kind of 2D side-scroller. It doesn't really, well, maybe there's a few I'm good at. You should stream some retro. See, I want to so badly, right? I want to do that so badly, but Jagex, you know, have you seen what they're doing lately? They're going around, and they're really going after the, you know, those naughty servers. They don't like those. I messed that up really bad. Like, they're taking down videos of those servers, by the way. That's why I don't stream retro. Like, I really want to. But they're not gonna let me do that. I have no idea what you're playing, but I'm here for it. This is Nights into Dreams. I highly recommend this game. It's one of my favorite games. I started playing it around 2017. This was originally on the Sega Saturn. And, I would just buy... Oh, you know what? They took this off of Steam, actually. For some reason, I think. Well, in that case, looks like you're gonna have to find a Saturn where the laser still works in it. It was too soulful and wholesome. They had to remove it. It's for demoralization purposes. They had to remove it. Supposedly, allegedly. Yeah, they removed a lot of stuff off Steam. So I'm going to explain the game, since you're curious about it. So basically, Knights is a Nightmare, and he's a high-level Nightmare, right? And, you know, you have Riala, which is also another high-level Nightmare, and all underneath Wiseman, which is the main antagonist of the game. And what he does is he just he tries to lure people into nightmares. Like when you fall asleep, you'll have a nightmare, and he'll try to steal all your idea from you, which is, you know, purity, your strength, courage, wisdom, power, you know, which are represented by different colors as like crystal orbs and everything. And Knights is like a rebel, so he's like rebelling against Wiseman, his own creator. He's just rebelling against him. I played Phantasy Star online for a little bit, and I also watched videos on how crazy it was on the GameCube, where people were somehow, you could actually mod the game and other players could see everything. So people were running around as Sonic the Hedgehog in like Phantasy Star Online on the GameCube. You played on the Dreamcast? That must have been awesome back then. That must have been awesome back then. Yeah, I played Phantasy Star Online in recent times, you know, just to... I'm obviously not going to see what it was like because there's no players on it, obviously. You know, the servers are gone, but, you know. I did play the newer one, though. I did play the newer one. And there was a whole bunch of drama with some of the people that were running that, apparently. Some weird stuff going on. This reminds me of Phantasy Star Online and Sonic Adventure. Well, I mean, it is made by Sonic Team, so... It is made by Sonic Team. Yuji Naka as well. So, I don't know who Phantasy Star Online was directed by, actually. I don't know why I just went in the idea capsule. Oh, so this is a score attack kind of game, by the way. You know, you keep replaying through the stages over and over again. And there's a whole lot of cut content in it that's really interesting to look through as well. A Crash Bandicoot Sonic game would look crazy. I'm gonna see if I can get the tail. Here we go. First try too. Ah, darn it. That doesn't count. Oh, dude. Okay, that one counted. I'm bad. Oh, I got it. Also, yes, I do. Speaking of Tales, I'm going to, well, I don't want to say I'm going to. I might stream Solatorobo soon. I don't know. I've been trying to 100% that game because I didn't do that back in 2012. I just beat the game normally back then. I think that was 14 years ago or so. That's the last time I played that. I just started playing it again recently. It is a very fast boss. That's a secret thing you can do. Normally, you're just supposed to tap the boss on the head, but you can actually get it in one hit with its if you get the tip of its tail. But should I do the final stage? Let me go back to Saturn graphics. I was gonna do this, and this is gonna be the final stage I do. This is the final stage of the game. There's an unused level called Spiral Claris, so it's like a spiral level for Claris, but both characters get the same final level. So there's some other cut content there as well, unused stuff. Also, there's supposed to be a palm tree here, like in Twin Seeds, but there's nothing there. There's just a mystery pit. Not really a mystery anymore, though. Now that I just told you. If you're a fan, or if you're a fan of NiGHTs, or if you want to get into NiGHTs, I really highly recommend DG Valentine's channel on YouTube. Also, he has really good NiGHTs videos. Been watching him for an absurdly long time. Yeah, that's for Pikmin. You're right. Look at that city down there. Look at Twin Seeds down there. It's awesome. I messed this up already. I wasn't paying attention at all. I hope you like that T-posing Wiseman right there. Really intimidating. You live there? That's crazy. Did you see NiGHTs there? Why am I missing 2 chips? Are that them down there? Oh wow, this is totally not annoying whatsoever. Wow, they're just right. Okay, I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna finish this stage. That's the thing. I'm definitely not gonna finish this stage. That was terrible. Yeah, it's on PC. It's just the original. The original was on the Sega Saturn, so. I can't believe I'm actually missing some again. I don't. Oh no, there we go. I'm not missing any. Okay, I just got some randomly. The green fog is kind of scary. Nobody really makes videos on NiGHTs. There's a few select people that do, and that's pretty much it. This game has a very small following, and then the you know you know the kind of people that showed up into this. They always love to get into obscure games because they know the communities are small and that, you know, they can easily try to gain control of that community, right? You have those kind of people that get up in there and they make your hobby. They try to claim your hobby and then they tell you that it's their hobby now, even though you've been there from the start. They're like, no, we always own this. It's like, no, you didn't, because your ideology didn't even exist back then. Goodbye. I have to get those. I have to get those 2 first ones again. I keep missing the 2 of them at the very beginning. I was mentioning you earlier and how I got you into this game and how you somehow adapt to games instantly when it takes me months to do so. I was mentioning that earlier. It didn't take months for this game, by the way. It took like maybe 3 weeks. Alright, where's those 2? Oh, you know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? I'm playing in a very small resolution right now. That's what it is. Because I can't see much of the screen. That has to be what the problem is, because I keep missing the 2 of them. There it is. I don't know exactly what the resolution is set at, but it's very small. I don't know why I'm bothering. Well, I mean, it, you know, helps me boost, so helps me get more energy. All right, I'm gonna call it quits after this. Let me just try to finish this stage. The part with the balloons is the worst. Like, not even right now, but just anytime I try to play this game, the part where you have to pop all the balloons at the top of the map is just, it's so bad. Here we go. Like you're... Oh, man. Like Clarice and Elliot, they just go wherever they want, you know? You're stuck in that one direction for a while. I know there's some more chips down there. Speedruns for this game is popular? I don't think so. I've seen a few speedruns. It's just... This is such an obscure game, even though it grew in popularity a whole bunch in recent times. Like, I want to say the past 5 years or so. Definitely the past 5 years, yeah. I should have probably turned off random bosses, by the way. I forgot if Wiseman is randomized or not. Let me check. It would make sense if he was. But... Okay, no, he's still the boss. Yeah. I have no energy, by the way, so... He does. He does use them. That's how he, you know, brings people into the nightmares. I heard there's some lore. I don't know where these people are getting this lore. I know that there's some kind of night storybook out there that's official. I have no idea how you dodge that, by the way. But, yeah, apparently Wiseman is just another kid that just became what he is. Like, he's stuck in, like, a coma. Which, that's horrific, actually. So he's just, like, bringing other kids to the nightmare. And that's it, that's the final boss. I like reading about some obscure Knights discussions on certain boards on 4chan. Like, yeah, you can't really find them anymore on V, but yeah, there's some boards where it's you know, the discussion is decent. You know, to people talking about mysteries, the lore, and whatnot. Okay. I don't remember how you actually unlock this option on the menu, the question marks. There's some on here as well. I've 100% completed this before, by the way. It's just my my data keeps getting deleted. So, or you can look at some nice Nighttopians here. Look at this hollow.